most people nowadays don't have a knowledge problem. We have an implementation problem. You have an implementation problem, like me also. All right, and I'll tell you what I mean by this. It is not hard for you to get knowledge nowadays. It's pretty easy. You can scroll through TikTok or Instagram, which I don't recommend, and get some knowledge. Best, you can read books about that topic and get knowledge. You can watch videos or guides or whatever the fuck it is, right? Sure, getting that really good juicy knowledge requires some effort, but it's not that hard at all. Most of you can get that knowledge by reading books or listening to podcasts and all that shit. You already know what to do. That's the main important thing. The problem is the implementation. We are not good at implementing what we are saying or what we know about. I'm also a culprit of this right now in my self-improvement journey. It's not hard to get the knowledge. It's pretty easy. We know how we got the knowledge. We know what the knowledge is. We know how to implement it. But implementation is the problem. That's where most of us fail, and that's where the real progress is made. Getting knowledge and knowing about the information is amazing. That's great. That's like the first big step conquered. But the next big, the main juice, the most important step, where everyone else who's laughing at you will actually be like, oh yeah, shit, he or she is actually doing it, is the implementation of what you have learned, applying what the knowledge you have gotten. We are all absorbing knowledge like fucking sponge, just absorbing and absorbing and absorbing, but we're not implementing it. You're supposed to squish the sponge and release the water or whatever you want to understand it as, but implementation is the problem. And there is no shortcut for implementation. There's no pill that will help you implement it. You just have to do the work. Sure, like we know the knowledge, right? Like eat the frog, get up early and do the hardest task first, and then like prioritize your task, like the first most important task first, and then the small tasks you can do. If you're bored, then focus on the smaller task and this and that stuff, diet and all that shit. We already know that. You already know like what workout to do, but you're not doing it. The implementation is the problem, because you're getting fucking lazy. Even I get lazy. Even at times I also skip some sets. Sometimes I don't wake up, I just hit snooze and I sleep more. But that's the thing. There's no there's no way you can jump past it, In knowledge, when you first came across the shit clickbaity knowledge, you could jump past it and go directly to books or podcasts and get the good knowledge. But you just have to do the work. There is no substitute for hard work. People will make fun of you. People will laugh at you. They'll be like, what's the point of reading this stuff and being a self-improvement? You're not doing anything. And they're fucking right. They're absolutely right. By doing the work, you actually get something that is worth, and you show it to others. And that's why you're not confident. That's why it's like, you're just thinking, when will it happen? When will this self-improvement stuff hit me? When will it actually just come? It's not gonna hit you. You have to hit it. You have to put in that effort. You have to do the work, especially when you don't feel like it. There's a YouTuber that I watch who's like my role model right now. His name is Johnmarkstevenson. I absolutely love his videos. He talked about it recently, that like almost all your problems that are happening in your self-improvement journey right now, because you're not like a beginner, right? You're like a intermediate or whatever. You already have done some stuff and all that stuff. He talks about taking action and how almost every problem in your life just stems from not taking action. And when I think about it right now, it makes so much sense for me. Every time I haven't taken action, or I haven't done something properly, or I got lazy, it caused a problem that wouldn't have occurred. Maybe not directly or indirectly related. You're like thinking like, you're like one of those people, right? Like you most probably go to the gym, but like, these people, right, at the gym, before going to the gym, they get the gym subscription, but they never go. 60% of all gym subscriptions go to use. They don't even come once. And 80 to 90% of them just come once or twice and then never come again. Why is it that? Because they make excuses. Like, literally excuses, that's what we fucking call it, where they're like, oh, first I need to find my perfect workout split and then I will implement it. You won't find the perfect workout split. Sure, it's a good thing to get knowledge on how to train gym and what to do and all that stuff, but you would make far more progress if you just went to the gym, asked people around, and just learned through the journey, learned through your own experience and gained wisdom. You would be so much more ahead than other people who gained knowledge and then implemented it. Sure, I again will say, yes, get knowledge but then implement it. But it doesn't require as much effort to gain the knowledge. It really doesn't. Like, it's just true that most of the problems stem from not taking action, from not. You want to be where you want to be, like, you want to get there, and that's great, but in order for you to get there, you have to just work, you have to put in the effort, and it's gonna suck, it's gonna be an uphill battle. I talked about this, where first initially you have negative inertia, but then the more and more persistent you are, it slowly reduces and then gives you positive inertia, which is what we call momentum. This is all fun and easy if you have momentum. Just because you're disciplined in one area of life, just because you show up to the gym every day and train pretty decently, it does not make you disciplined. Discipline and persistence is something you have to show in every single work you do. Just because, I'll repeat it again, just because you're disciplined in one area of life does not make you disciplined as a whole. You have to be disciplined in every single area of your life, whether it is your day, whether it isn't your day, whether you feel like shit, whether you feel great, motivated, it doesn't matter. Motivation is great, but it won't last forever. You just have to push through it no matter what. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we don't have a knowledge, and this took me quite some time to understand, which is fine. Like, it is a journey, right? So yeah, and like, I was just getting knowledge and knowledge and knowledge, and I was implementing some stuff. Absolutely, I was definitely implementing quite a bit of stuff, and my confidence got better, my normal life, quality of life got better and all. Oh, honeybee. Okay, so my quality of life and all of that shit got better, but the real core implementation came only after I watched this YouTuber named Johnmarkstevenson, whose videos I absolutely love. He has like 23,000 subscribers right now, as of what I checked yesterday. So yeah, and you don't fall into that trap of watching his or any other self-improvement YouTubers videos but then not taking action. You might do that initially when you're new to self-improvement, and that's perfectly fine. Everyone goes through that phase, but then it's really just time for you to get up and work, just take action. And I know I'm saying this and it sounds great, and to me also it sounds great, but even now I'm disciplined in like quite a lot of stuff, fine, like gym, studying now, eating more better, you know now I wake up early also at like 6 or 5 a.m. I attend all my classes and all that stuff. I'm definitely disciplined in that. Sure, there's a lot of laziness at first, but I still do it. But there's a lot more stuff that I have to improve in, and there will always be improvement left. There will always be more and more improvement. Like, I'm still lazy in a lot of stuff. So yeah, just this video is just me honestly yapping about just work. I can't just do the work for you, so yeah, anyways, just take care, do the hard work. There's no substitute for hard work, and remember, we don't just remember this line, like, just say it to your brain every time. All right, or write it out somewhere. We don't have an implementation, we don't have a knowledge problem, we have an implementation problem. Anyways, take care, bye.